Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sonic and the Black Knight. Sorry, but once again, we lost
Remember the good old days back when our footage was a bit less reliable?
Well, look at
We
it.
recorded this game a while ago.
Hey, Debs. Sorry. Hey, Joe. Well, think of it like an archive. Think of this is here for archive purposes of sorts. For the sake of history.
Yeah, that.
Anyway,
So now it's Sonic's turn.
yeah. Now it's Sonic's turn to once again this time, and we're gonna actually fight a boss in this level.
What music are you using?
Wait, is this the one? Yeah, it is. Sorry, Teo, could you repeat that?
What music? What track are you using for this one?
No, this track is from the actual game itself.
Okay.
You have to actually fight them, Pedro. Or
Nope.
just get hit like that.
No, I'm trying my best to skip through as much combat as I can.
See, this is why I should have recorded this game instead.
Whatever. We're almost
Joe,
done.
but
anyway.
fighting in this game is always the same thing. I mean, you've seen me fight in this game.
Yeah, again, this is why I should have recorded this game instead, but I digress.
Jova, we get that you're more resilient than the rest of us, but
No. I'm just better skilled at this. It's not a matter of being resilient.
I'm better than you.
Wait,
that's what I
the
wanted to do.
stalactite break.
Basically,
Yes.
basically, between me and me, Pedro,
Basically.
playing this game, it's like comparing Dwebs' Uncharted skills to Pedro's Uncharted
Yeah, but
skills.
here's the thing, Jova. Just because you can doesn't mean you should show it.
yes. I
We already
agree.
had plenty enough of that in Fossil Fighters.
Because what now? Wait, hold on. Oh, but I never compared my skill to anyone else's in Fossil Fighters.
No, but you, if you record this game, you probably should have showed us every single time you stop and fight enemies.
That doesn't make any sense because this is a different kind of game. It's not the RPG type.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Moving on. The point is, you're supposed to run on this thing because somehow Sonic can stand on
So
electricity.
wait, this is a rail, but it's not grind automatically.
No, it's scripted. You cannot fall from that.
Okay, well, I guess it makes it better than in Sonic Adventure 2, I guess.
It's just because it looks cool too.
Automated pieces. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Ah,
All right. All right, let's try that again.
hey guys,
You had it, and you could have got up.
I know.
hey guys.
Yeah.
My local pizza and kebab shop made a new kind of pizza. It's called a piece of shit.
Go away, Dibs. You're drunk.
That was yesterday too.
Wait, he got drunk
Except
yesterday?
I think he's being
Yes.
hilarious today.
Why did he get drunk?
I don't know. He wasn't even. He was actually even enjoying the movie we were watching anyway. So I don't really understand why he got himself drunk.
Was it one of those times where he tried to make a drinking game for himself?
Probably.
Probably.
It's the Book of Henry.
Take a shot every time something nonsensical happens. That's
I knew
the
that
second-
again.
Okay.
That was the entire movie, though. So
Basically, Jova, allow me to tell you what the moral of the Book of Henry is. If you and this will be useful, Jova, just in case if you have kids eventually. If one of your kids asks you to not to kill someone, just say no. That's the moral of the Book of Henry. I'm not kidding, by the way. That's they actually made a story with that specific moral. I'm not even because apparently people need this moral. This is something that really was needed apparently.
I don't know. I
Also-
think that honestly, now that you say it again, I think that moral is desperately needed in Undertale.
Also, the one thing that caught me, I think all of us except Pedro, obviously off guard, is
Was?
that the kid initially planned, the kid who's Henry, the Book of Henry, blah blah blah. He planned to kill the person who was abusing their next door neighbor, but he died.
So was the Book of Henry a good movie or a bad?
Terrible. It's terrible, but it's
Yeah.
but it's fascinatingly terrible of sorts.
But you know
Basically,
what's baffling, Joe? It's from the same guy who directed Jurassic World.
Okay, that is baffling. So wait.
Teo basically jumped ship
okay.
to a
Wait, Teo, you jumped ship?
No, I just found it boring.
Yeah, Teo just found
Well,
it
you
boring.
did video anyway. You didn't leave the
All
conversation.
right. Well, there's no story in the next one. So okay, Joe, here. Might as well. Why not? Since there's not much going on. Allow me to briefly explain to you what the plot of Book of Harry is. Basically, we have this genius called Harry, and he's very precocious and all that shit, and he always speaks in big words because that's what geniuses do, of course.
Imagine Sheldon of a Big Bang Theory, only more annoying.
But here's the problem, Jova. Turns out the girl next door that he's in love with is being abused by her father, who's played by Hank from Breaking Bad. Now, keep in mind, Jova, this is at the 18-minute mark when the movie was being this Super 8 style 80s family stuff. And yet suddenly, boom, they suddenly throw child abuse at us. And then he starts to formulate a plan about how. Okay, basically he starts trying to call child services, ask the principal to call the police. But since the father is the police commissioner, nobody believes that he could possibly molest his daughter. And since Harry has no evidence, he decides to take matters into his own hands and start planning something. However,
is this supposed to be a comedy?
No, we're supposed to take. Hold on, Joe, I'm not done. So he starts planning shit, and guess what happens? Out of nowhere, he develops a brain tumor. Terminal brain tumor, by the way. All of a sudden. And he dies. The main character dies halfway through the movie.
Are we Monster Hunter now?
Okay, let me...
Basically, Tio, this is an homage to BioLizard.
Yeah.
Notice the path. No, seriously.
The design, I guess the design.
So yeah, as obvious as you just saw, the weak point is the horn. So this is our boss too. And so yeah, Joe, so you're probably wondering, wait, if Harry dies, does that mean that the movie's over by that point? No, because guess what?
He's a ghost.
No, you wish. The point is, the movie's called The Book of Harry, so obviously that has to come into play at some point. Basically,
so it's a book being read at his.
Hold
funeral.
on, let me finish.
No, let him finish.
All right.
What happens is, Jova, when they go through his things that he specifically ordered for the mom, basically the son left a journal for his mom to read, sorry. And guess what? The journal has a step-by-step plan for his mom to kill the next door neighbor. So
and they actually contemplate it.
And the mom actually goes on with this, and Harry even left tapes describing everything he can do about how he could, steal money from ATMs, forge adoption papers so that she can adopt this daughter after she kills her father.
Did we mention that the mother loves to play also Gears of War?
Oh, that's another. Yeah, basically, the mom likes to play Gears of War. Anyway, yeah. So the climax of the movie is basically a race against time, where the mom tries her best to kill the next door neighbor, and eventually she decides that she shouldn't. Why? Because she's about to take the shot with a sniper with a suppressor, by the way. Yes, there's a part in this movie where we see Naomi Watts about to shoot someone with a fucking sniper and suppressor.
Hold on. No, wait, they got Naomi Watts to do that role?
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what, Jova? Guess what? She decides not to go through with it. Why? Because she suddenly finds pictures of her son and his little brother while they were kids. And then she as she's still hearing the tapes of that Henry left saying, "Go ahead, Mom, do it." And then she goes, and I quote, "No, you're just a child." So you see, Jova, the moral of the story is, if your son tells you to kill your next door neighbor, don't do it. There you go. That's the moral.
Also, Pedro, you forgot the fact that his mother had an alcoholic best friend.
Yeah, that's not as important, though.
And while her underage son was in hospital with a terminal illness, this drunken woman came in and planted one on him.
Yeah.
This is a satire of drama films. Right?
No.
We want you to take.
This is not a dark comedy, Jova. Every single thing about that movie is abundantly clear that Colin Trevorrow desperately wants us to take all of this seriously. I have no idea.
Like Pedro said, it should have been a dark comedy or something.
Oh, and
this sounds like a dark comedy.
It isn't.
Oh, and Jova,
the script was in development for that film since 1998.
Yeah, basically the guy who wrote it has been trying to get it made for 20 years, and he only succeeded. So he's been failing to get that made for 20 years. Gee, I wonder why.
Will
And
the,
I
will that
said in
horse
the
just
commentaries, put it
shut
on
up
that
already?
over again.
Dang.
Yeah, this boss takes a while. Anyway, so you see, Jova, I hope now you've learned something today.
Ah,
This will be value. Oh, here you go.
Yes.
No, Terry!
Well, hey, at least he can't make Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus now.
Well, it's a. Oh, come on, Dwez. That's.
Or Brothers Grimm.
Over Grimm's Dream, yeah.
No, that too, yeah.
Why did you waste Monica so much?
I still love Terry Gilliam, though. Anyway.
But wow, so the Book of Henry, and that movie just came out this year, huh?
Yes. Don't worry, Jova. Eventually, without Teo, of course, because he hated it, we'll have a Generations commentary and you'll be able to see for yourself. Because trust me, that movie has to be seen. I'm pretty sure you probably are doubting what I just said, and trust me, I would too if I was you.
Oh,
What really makes me doubt it is hearing that it's supposed to be taken all
More
seriously.
foreshadowing.
Lol. Damn it, the thing tricked me.
There you go. We got all the 4 swords into place.
yay.
The souls of the 7 chaos. Oh, sorry, wrong.
The 7 chaos are the servers.
So yeah, it turns out the barrier's too weak, so we have to go in there and kill her.
Well, we have
Oh,
to
so
strengthen
we're
it
going. So we're going full Rambo on this, are we?
We're going in.
All right, everybody. Time. It's time to actually. It's not in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But before we fight the final boss, here's an optional boss by request of Mr. Hexion here.
Oh, god dang it.
I want to make this clear, as I would never fight this shittly boss of my own.
The shitly boss of my own.
And this is one
Typo.
of the many reasons why I should have done it, because of that stupid typo.
Well, Joe, look at the bright side. Now you get to see me fail horribly at this.
I know, but it hurts. It hurts. It hurts about as much as
Wait,
you
you
say
can
it hurts.
re-challenge Shadow?
Yeah, basically, too, this is the hard mode of the shadow boss battle.
It's relatively simple as long as you know what you're doing.
The
I
problem,
can see you're cheesing through his HP really fast.
well, actually, Teo, we don't see his HP.
What's the bar on the?
That's
on
the soul.
bottom
That's the
left?
soul
soul
gauge. That's for your
Oh,
and that's for your abilities too. Specifically, any possible attacks that you have. Yeah, see, that's another thing that I don't like about
have
this
to be
boss.
ca-
This boss
you have to be
takes
careful.
so long to fucking die.
Actually, it takes the right amount of time as long as you know what you're doing.
Well, the game doesn't specifically teach me about it.
Well, actually, the idea is to time it well and to obviously not hit him while he's got that barrier around.
So
And
you're
then to,
telling
of
me
course,
that
get
it's
him in
kind
the
of
soul
like
classes.
so you're telling me that it's kind of like Silver in Sonic 06.
No! Never. No. No. Not even close. Basically, he has his chaos powers for this.
Well, the thing is, Jova, remember, you're already doing most of the Sonic games for the channel anyway.
I know, but it still pains me. Just like you'll note that it pains you whenever you watch Twibs, even though I personally don't think he's that bad at it.
Well, Jova, sometimes we all must suffer pain. That's just how life is.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
me and Shuri are sharing the pain of Sonic Genesis.
Whatever. You're not taking on Sonic 1 Omochao. It could always be worse.
Hey,
Can you
Shuri,
remind me, Java, what the mode of Sonic 2 where Sonic becomes fat?
Sonic
That's
2XL.
Sonic 2
Oh
Sonic
my!
2XL, that's a beautiful
That's the
mod.
greatest thing ever created by a human being.
hey, Shuri,
Yep.
if they ever did a Sonic Genesis Omochao edition, would you do that?
I'm also I'm also
There is a
planning.
Sonic Genesis Omochao edition. Let me check.
I'm also planning on doing a special quick let's look at Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 Hold Right to Win editions.
But Pedro, the original games are always like that.
Eh.
What a story it leaves.
It's true.
Bullshit.
The first Motobug enemy will disagree with you.
Sonic Genesis Omochao edition.
There is one.
Shiroi!
No.
No. No.
Wow,
Hey, why are you just
did
targeting
there.
Searoy? I'm doing the game too.
I'm sorry. No, I wouldn't subject my worst enemy to that. I'm sorry. No. Leave it alone.
All right then. Well, I guess you and Dibs will also be taking Sonic 2 Ultra Edition.
Oh, that'll be a fun co-op if it exists.
Yeah.
It does exist. You're the one who told me that. Remember?
By the way, Pedro, have you got that save file for us yet?
No, I'm yet to get to that. I'll probably get around to doing that
It's
today.
okay. I have to do Sonic 1 anyway.
Remember, Shira, you were the one who told me that Sonic 2 Ultra Edition exists.
Oh no, it does exist. I mean, if a co-op exists.
It exists.
Oh, a co-op.
Yeah, then me and Searoy can have a race.
Well, Java, allow me to take you. Allow me to,
Clips, the idea of a co-op is that you're working together, not against.
well, allow me to take
go for
one of my favorite. Well, Java, allow me to quote to you one of my favorite lines from the Premonition. Sometimes there are things in the world that should not exist, and therefore we must purge them from existence.
Now,
Like
Pay,
the
that's really deep, Pedro. Now tell me, what do you see in your cup of coffee?
So
That's
you've,
a divination class now.
so you've seen that game, have you, Tio?
Anyway, I think I'm. This is where. Is this where I
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hold on, wait, hold on. You actually beat him?
Yeah, I think I do.
Huh.
Basically, I got.
Okay, then never mind. Shit, I thought you
Let me
rage quit.
show you.
Could have sworn that you
speaking
rage
of-
quit earlier.
Yeah, speaking of Sonic, have you guys heard about those IDW announcements?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't think anyone should have been worried. Like, obviously they were gonna bring
Can you
Ian
fill
Flynn
in me the gaps?
Basically, the Archie Comics' run is coming to an end because Sega got sick of
Well,
Archie.
that I knew, and ID is gonna start like in February or March or something.
Ian Flynn
but
is doing it.
Yeah,
Who?
Ian Flynn.
Ian Flynn,
Basically,
Is he like a
the
veteran
writer
or
from
something?
Archie.
he's the
Okay.
fan favorite writer of the Sonic comics.
Are we still having a problem with Ken Panders?
No, fortunately, Ken.
You see, Tio.
Oh, there we go.
You see, Tio. That's part of the reason why Sega broke off from Archie. And
Yeah.
why am I
That's
hearing?
a bit-
They gave up.
That's a bit sad, but I guess it was a necessary evil.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly,
Well,
though,
Ken Penders took to Twitter to make his thoughts known.
Yeah, gotta help Ken. Anyway, that was Sonic and the Black Knight Part 8. Tune in next time for the finale.
Well,
Yay.
Craig, you actually beat him. I thought you rage quit before beating him.
Ha!
Whatever.
You were wrong, and I was right. You were wrong, and I
Very
was
well,
right. You
very
were
well,
wrong, and I
very
was
well.
right. You were wrong, and I
Goodbye.
was right.
See
See
you
you,
for the
everybody.
next part, everyone.
See ya.
Okay, guys, we'll just wait because Pedro's about to fall off his high horse. I'll make sure to catch him. Got him.
Okay.
Worth it.
All right. See you guys.
Don't worry, I saved the Portuguese
Okay.
damsel in distress.
Okay. It's done. See you guys.
See ya.
Yeah.